What's the word, Mr. Keep It Simple back for another video. Um, I heard a good quote today, or it's like something on Jim Jones' video. He was on $1 million worth of game. The nigga said, when the motivation is low, keep the consistency going. Or I think it was like the discipline, or one of the two. And I was like, yeah, that is a good point. Because like the way he was explaining it is like, like obviously it's finna be some days when that nigga's motivation is down here, it's low. You ain't finna want to go. But if you just put in the work that day, it's finna be like 2 days later, 3 days later, where you didn't be motivated to go. It's finna make it all that more while worth it because you was consistent those past 2 days. I was thinking about it like, that's just the truth in everything, because like when you get demotivated and then you don't be consistent and you don't go those next 2 days, then it starts that whole spiral of like, now nigga's really demotivated. You know what I mean? And nigga doesn't want to do it on a third day, as opposed to you did it even though you didn't want to do it the past 2 days. That third day when you really, now you finna want to do it. You know what I'm saying? The other scenario where you don't do it the past 2 days is finna be like, nigga, now even the day that you want to do it, you finna be like, well, I didn't do it the past 2 days. You know what I'm saying? It's the habit. So like that was a really good point that I thought he brought up. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, bro, it's just like, don't let shit distract you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, shit be going around. Like, shit be hard and shit like that. But like, don't let shit distract you, fam. Like, remember the main goal. And like, when you're doing shit, make sure you're doing it because you really like doing that shit. You know what I mean? Because like, it's finna be days when like you have, if you're trying to be a YouTuber, 0 views. It's finna be days if you're trying to make money business wise, you're trying to make money like in the streets, like $0. But you gotta really be loving that shit to do it while you're making no money. You know what I'm saying? And that's for anything in life. Like, if you really love to do it, you're finna do it even though you're making no money, even though there's real no incentive to do it. You're just finna do it because you love to do it. And the good shit is gonna come out of that if you stay consistent. You have to believe that, because if you don't believe that, then nigga, you shot. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, nigga. It's just like, you gotta be consistent on days when you're not motivated, but you really gotta love what you do to even give yourself like a little bit of a shot. To even give yourself a little bit of a shot, because you gotta be real with yourself. Like, niggas gotta be real with themselves. You're working a 9 to 5 job, you hate that shit, you're just clocking in to clock out. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas can't do that. Like, I'd rather just be a street nigga who really loves just being in the streets or not. And nobody really loves just being really in the streets. I'm talking about, like, everything that comes with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a couple bad things, but I'm saying, like, at least you're doing what you like to do. I advise that to all the young niggas out there. I'm not saying go kill something, go shoot something. I'm saying just do what you like to do, fam. Don't be like one of those niggas who just hate. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's it for today, man. I mean, just keep your head up. Do whatever. Just keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna try and push your head down. You're a man. Keep your head up. Do whatever. And keep your head up and keep stepping forward, foot after foot, and you finna get through it. For real. Excuse me. Always stay consistent in your work and whatever you're doing. Always stay consistent in your work. You're finna win. Mr. Keep It Simple. We out.